A woman in a sleek black suit stood outside the glass doors of a high-rise building, holding the keys to the entire company. But when she walked up, the receptionist didn't recognize her. "You need to wait outside," she was told. What happened next? In just 60 seconds, she walked back in and fired every single person in management. You won't believe the full story of how she got here. This isn't just a story about revenge. It's about resilience, brilliance, and beating the odds in a world that often tries to silence black women in power. You're about to meet Veronica Ellis, a name that would later shake up corporate America. Stick around, because what she did next didn't just change her life, it changed the lives of hundreds of employees, forever. Veronica Ellis was born and raised in Charlotte, North Carolina, the daughter of a janitor and a public school teacher. Her parents worked hard, often juggling multiple jobs, instilling in her the value of education and dignity. By 14, Veronica was already fixing her neighbors' computers. By 16, she was writing code and freelancing. She got a full scholarship to MIT, where she majored in computer engineering, and she didn't just graduate. She graduated valedictorian. She was recruited by a Fortune 500 company straight out of college. She walked into boardrooms where she was the only woman, the only black person, and definitely the youngest. They underestimated her, but they wouldn't for long. After years of crushing it in the tech industry, Veronica started her own company from her garage. She called it Nova Systems, a software startup focused on AI-powered supply chain solutions. Everyone laughed. Investors said she was too ambitious, too inexperienced, and that black women don't get that far in tech. Guess what? Nova Systems became a billion-dollar unicorn in just 7 years. But Veronica wasn't just interested in profit. She believed companies should be inclusive, ethical, and community-driven. And when a powerful but struggling corporation called Harrison Global came knocking with an offer to buy her out, she refused. Instead, she made an offer they never saw coming: she bought them. Entirely. And that brings us to the morning in question. Veronica arrived at Harrison Global headquarters, a towering, glass-paneled building in downtown Manhattan, prepared to meet her new executive team. She wore her usual, a no-nonsense pantsuit, natural curls tied back, a leather briefcase in hand. But when she walked in, the front desk receptionist didn't recognize her. "Excuse me, miss," the woman said with a condescending tone, "we don't allow sales reps or visitors before 10. Please wait outside." Veronica smiled gently. "I'm here for the executive meeting." But the receptionist shook her head. "Ma'am, you need to wait outside. The senior staff are busy." People walking by gave her strange looks. Security guards glanced but said nothing. And Veronica? She didn't argue. She stepped outside, pulled out her phone, and made one call. Activate the ownership clause. I want the executive floor cleared in 1 minute. Exactly 60 seconds later, chaos erupted on the top floor. Phones rang. Assistants scrambled. One by one, every department head, those who had mocked her company during merger talks, was called into HR. By the time Veronica walked back in, escorted by her legal team, the receptionist's jaw dropped. "Ms. Ellis," one of the lawyers said, "all executive contracts have been terminated as you requested. Interim leadership has been notified." Veronica walked past the desk. Calm. Confident. But she didn't gloat. Instead, she turned to the stunned receptionist and said, "Next time, greet every person like they own the building. Because sometimes, they do." Over the next year, Veronica reshaped Harrison Global from the inside out. She promoted talent from within, many of whom had been overlooked for years. She opened new hiring pipelines from HBCUs, veterans, and women returning to the workforce. She implemented a profit-sharing model for employees, introduced mental health benefits, and restructured departments to reflect transparency and equity. Under her leadership, not only did profits surge, but employee satisfaction hit record highs. And the best part? Harrison Global became a case study at Harvard Business School for ethical restructuring and modern leadership. Veronica Ellis didn't just prove a point, she rewrote the rules. In a world that doubted her, she stood tall. She didn't yell. She didn't seek revenge. She simply took her place at the table, and then made sure there were more chairs for others like her. So the next time someone tells you to wait outside, remember, that might just be the moment before everything changes. If Veronica's story inspired you, hit that subscribe button and share this video with someone who needs a reminder that the power of one person can change an entire system. Leave a comment below. What would you do if someone underestimated you like that? This is your channel name, bringing you true, powerful, and uplifting stories every week. Until next time, keep rising.